our first game, our opening game in the upper bracket semifinals, our final match of the day, and we're heading over to the drafting phase. And the map of choice is Broken Walls. Let's get it. Game number 1, drafting phase, presented to you by the official gaming phone Infinix GT50 Pro. We're gonna get straight into it. Phobia's Harley banned out. Freya banned out as well by BTR Vitality on the other side. Talk to us about this Freya ban.
It's just a respect with the Phobia's ban.
Yep.
It's a for sure thing that they either likes the Paquito or the Freya. So with the Phobia's ban, BTR knows that okay, maybe Onic wants to play the Freya, Onic wants to play the Paquito, they want to prioritize it, so that's why the Freya ban and also the Marshall ban. We all know how Koi plays that hero. The mirroring hero, he's so annoying with Marcel, so yeah. And I think they learned to leaving out the Marcel open against EVOS, cost them 1 game. So it's gonna be interesting, like what will Onic respect Ben? Because first pick is all about respect Ben, right?
They both gotta respect each other, man. There's no way they can actually just go in and throw around all those picks. We have Airpound, by the way, sitting courtside, or rather stage side, right in front of the players, looking at what they draft as well.
Wow.
Harley banned out the Phobias too. If you know Onic, you know Lutpi, you know the Paquito is going to be prio for them, right? And that's why they've set up for it as well. Even by banning out the Harley, they don't want BTR to get those ganks, those 3 ganks up top in XP. Now, BTR have to make a decision. They ban the Fanny or the Paquito.
Yes.
I'd say leave both open.
I do agree with that.
Right?
I do agree with that. I think leave both open. It's the first game. We can test things out, you know, feeling themselves, what works, what not works. But whoever picks the Fanny, wow.
So much pressure. Same pick as the Paquito. And that is also just like a build-up, right? Whoever picks the Fanny and wins on the Fanny, that is a massive morale boost.
I do agree. And again, BTR, they're not looking afraid of the Paquito because they have an answer with the Alice.
Exactly.
So let's see what they ban here. They just ban out the Fanny, give the Paquito, get the Claude, trade with the Alice maybe. So let's see what they're gonna ban here.
Sir,
they still gotta respect ban the Fanny.
your team is picked.
So the Paquito will be first pick for Onic, unless they prioritize the Jushin for Sans instead.
Yes, we've seen that a lot too in the playoffs.
Wow. Over the Jushin. This could be a call from Onic from the FNCW. It's a bluff. We haven't seen Shogun on Paquito. They might be saying right now, you've tried to counter the Paquito, but why haven't you picked it up?
Yes.
You're hiding something. Can you not play the Paquito? Is that what they're calling out right now? Bigachan, they got to show their cards early. Do they pick up the Paquito and the Claude? Or they go for the straight Paquito Harith?
But I feel like M1, when the Claude is open, they always prioritize the Claude. Yes. Right on cue. And the Paquito, yes. They call the bluff. They took the bait. So let's see what Onic answers the Paquito with. What are you thinking here?
This is a bit dangerous though. They can't go for the Eve, that's the thing right now. Oh, they already have the juice. Eve's gonna be picked up on red, I mean. Onic. Just go for the Atlas?
Suyo maybe?
You can go Suyo, but do you want to pull a Geek Fam right now? Just call in the Leo Mord or the utility jungle plus the Paquito here.
And T-Boy Atlas is amazing.
Exactly.
Back in the days.
Right? One of the best for sure.
One of the best for sure.
Always great on moment heroes.
But I think I've seen a pattern on MPLA teams on answering the Paquito. It's always just about punishing the Paquito lane. Whether it's with the Alice, with the Atlas, with the Sora, just change CC, the Paquito, punish the Paquito, and don't let the Paquito play.
Right, and we saw this from TLID as well. The Sora into the Paquito.
Yes.
This is, right now, Game 2 TLID against Geekman,
Yes.
right? This is exactly what TLID went for. We'll see if it was just a difference in execution instead of the draft, because we were talking about the draft saying you're just giving away so many big picks. Eve for Red 3, right?
Yeah. I think Eve Red 3 is very good here, or even a Falen if Moreno feels like it. Because I feel like Nile and Kyrie matchup will be like one of the main points, especially in the drafts. Both not picking their jungler right now means that they're having something in their pocket.
Right.
Hiding something.
Hiding something.
Oh, a signature Finn Kalea.
Wow.
They're gonna ban out the Gathakacha, that's for sure. The Atlas, I think, should follow next.
Yes, Gatot, and also the Atlas. But I think for Onic, they will ban out the jungler, tank junglers for utility jungler for Nile. Probably Brethren. Ooh, interesting one.
Frederick
Interesting.
Leomord?
Frederick Leomord. Yes, I do agree with that. Or even Winifred. Also, they have because they have
true.
3 heroes, so that's why they're not afraid to pick up the Kalea
Yeah,
R3.
They got crazy combos here ready for them, so yeah.
Onic needs to pick their poison. Do they want to face a Leomord, Paquito, Kalea? They want to face a Winifred,
There you go.
Kalea, Paquito, or a Frederick, Kalea, Paquito. So it's pretty good drafts. Pretty good draft from both teams, actually.
Yeah, both have their win conditions set. It just comes down to how they're going to execute it. The
Gord
Gord gets the
the
respect.
Gord.
Onic will respect
Yes.
the Maestro. No, you won't be able to pull that off. Not with a
Yes.
Kalea. Kalea Gord, it's been a pretty disgusting combo, especially with the Maestro on that Gord.
Probably because, you know, Onic also haven't picked any of their junglers, so they don't want to minimize their options in the jungler. So that's why they ban out their mid lane, because again, Sans already pick up the mid lane. So no problem. But, ooh, this is for sure got that right.
I think so, right?
What
It's a
happens
Gata
if
Kacha.
it's not a Gata?
It's a dangerous game that they are playing. I don't think so. I think it has to be the Gata Kacha
It has
or
to
they're
be
kind of
Gata.
trolling, you know?
Because if they're sure, they
They
shouldn't be
would've banned it
taking
already,
this.
It has
Law.
to be Gatot. Yes.
Oh, it's not the
They ban out
Gata.
the
They could have picked up the Winifred themselves. I wonder what the plan is now. You're giving the
Yes.
Gata Kacha over to Keyboy, who, again, yes, can and probably does better on the moment-making heroes.
Mm-hmm.
But the Gata Kacha, if it works, it works. Onic know how to play their game. Last man from Onic, though. What is it going to be?
I think it's just a pure Eve ban, no? Just for the laning phase.
The immortal one
Oh,
chose to
Suyo.
defend
Sir. Okay, they
flame.
leave the Eve open.
They want the Frederick and Leomord to
Yes,
show up. They have
they
a
want
Sora.
it,
They
yeah.
think they'll have enough, and they think they're going to go Gata Kacha here, right? So
Yeah.
just deal with the physical damage threats with the Gata Kacha.
When you pick up your, the Fredrin comes down. That's why they probably ban out the
Yeah.
Winifred, because they really want the Fredrin. Again, Zuxian Winifred combo, the Lanthor's player with the power prime is kind of insane, especially if you want to play the Fredrin. But again, I agree with you. The Winifred is not bad for BTR too, so maybe this is their plan.
So Gata Kacha and Leomord for
I mean,
Onic.
if they want to go crazy, just go Lancelot first game or Leeward.
Could
Yeah.
be, could be.
If they want to go first game, bang, Lancelot, pretty good with the Gata Kacha. Oh,
Shit in the Gata Kacha. There you go.
okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, confidence, and I like it better than the Lancelot, man. The traceless,
Yes.
the positioning in the back, and the fact that they have a great front
Counter
three
engage. And also,
here.
very good counter engage with the Sora ult and the Gatot ult with the AOG. Also the shifting skies can peel for the Harrod, can peel for the Zuxian, can peel for the Yusunshin. And they're taking a playbook from BTR, because BTR bit on it with the Yusunshin jungle.
Oh, that's
Yusunshin Claw,
true.
though, right? That combo, the double
Yes.
marksman. This
The
is
double
Yusunshin Harris, so you have more of a mix of damage, and
Yeah.
now it puts BTR in a tough spot to pick their mid laner. Do they go Valentina, steal away the Sora? I don't know.
So shooting Lunox is okay. Oh,
Clear.
wow. Be save the laner.
Maestro.
Bank it all on Shogun and Emon to carry out the late game. But again, Ufali also packs a punch, especially when he finished up his third item, fourth item. So let's see how he will play.
I believe Moreno has played 4 games, now 5, all on different picks.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That just shows how versatile he is as a mid laner. Let's see if the Villier works this time around as it finally sees the light of day. Casters,
Hey!
what you think?
Yo, we got caught off guard there, Gani, but we had to sprint from the tribune down
Yes.
here. Welcome to match number 2 of MPLID Season 17 Playoffs, Day 2. The big leagues, big stake. It's Bigatron up against Onic.
Who will join Geek Fam in the upper bracket finals, ladies and gentlemen? We will find out tonight. Will it be Bigatron by Vitality, or will it be Onic? Let's see. It's round 1. Let's see how it's gonna go.
Well, I do spot a particular Bigot Trooper behind me, apparently wearing a beige suit, walking around the venue looking for other fellow Bigot Troopers, but this is it. Game 1 of Onic against Bigatron by Vitality. Unique picks. Again, letting the Paquito go to Shogun. And yes, I do agree with what Mirko and Coach Aldo said. We haven't really seen Shogun with the Paquito. They know how to counter it, but they don't really know how to use it. We haven't seen, at least, how they will use it. And so far, the main theme of the matchup with Paquito is that it plays against the Sora. We saw that in game 1, or rather match 1. Geek against Geek LID. It was Sora up against the Paquito. 2 games. Aran was on the receiving end of those boxing gloves. And this time around, it'll be Lutpi on the receiving end. So far, they prio the Chusin a lot more. Mid control, obviously, won by Onic. Good taunt.
On towards you, Moreno, below 50% HP. Oh, the Revitalize did not help. Keyboy, that's gonna be first blood. Kyrie finds a cheeky angle to find the trade. So it's a roll for a mid here, not even minute 2.
That is a trade I will take all day. Good spot and good movement from Kyrie, noticing the fact that there is a collapse in the mid lane. Emblems by Bayou. 2 rotational emblems we do see, talents rather, from the Chusin, the Agility and the Wilderness Blessing. And now we see a different approach, right? Earlier on, Aran on the Paquito went for the thrill. But this time, it's Shogun with the Rupture and the FOB looking for more burst damage. It seems like he wants to win out the trades just like that, but that's a tanky and a heart steel type of hero with Gatot Kacha.
Yeah, it's so balanced now. At least. Keyboy though below 15% HP. No Revitalize, keep in mind. And Onic, they have initiation on this turtle.
Seems like they want to go in for that. Finn is gets to hit level 4 on the Chalker.
Now, that's a good trace those early. Wow, find the turtle! Bigatron, they collapse! That's
Kyrie!
Mile, taking down Kai, picks up kill! But Kai will be traded back instantly. 2 members off the board for BTR, Onic losing Kai. But BTR, they still got the new.
Well, that tipped the scales entirely because Bigatron by Vitality, they got the turtle, but they lost 2. Meanwhile, Onic, it was only Kyrie who fell. And now you could see the Paquito kind of shadowing and haunting this Yisunshin from behind, right? The Yisunshin, yes, it is mobile, but you kind of have to kite back to get the stacks of Traceless to reset again, and then you can run away from the Paquito. The Paquito is going to chase you down constantly. Take a look at the talent predictions. Mostly Onic, but we do see, again, a particular Bigot Trooper with a Bigatron bolt right there. Tsunami Slam!
On towards 1, that's a taunt. Uh-oh, cancelled! And Bigatron find another kill.
Well, he wanted to AOG away from the crime scene, but it seems like they had way too many lockdowns there for Keyboy to handle. Lutpi will munch on the turret gold. Up top, though, we did see that poster, right? Aman is the anti... Is that how you say it in English?
Antithesis.
Antithesis?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
thank you. My English is not Englishing, but yeah. Aman is the antithesis of Kelra, right? We did see multiple times Kelra losing out on the receiving end of that stick by Aman. And this also is a fated encounter because so far in the playoffs, we haven't seen Onic up against Bigatron, and it is up till now we do see. And Bigatron, by Vitality, they hold this record of not losing to Onic so far in this regular season, 2-0. So yeah, let's see if Onic will fall again to their kryptonite, because tonight, Bigatron by Vitality is Onic's kryptonite.
Let's see if that trend continues, if that statement still stay true. Minute 4 here, seems like nothing is between them, right? Can see the gold very much in balance as we approach the second neutral objective take.
Yep. Oh, that's gonna be, I believe, Aman was able to get that gold crab. Niall goes for the brute force versus item. He knows there's so much chain CC for him to handle, and that'll help him, especially with the tenacity that it has. And you have CDR too. But it seems like Onic doesn't want to contest this turtle because Kyrie's down bottom and they're gonna be content on taking that bottom side turret. Bigatron is on a chase.
Yeah, it seems like they will not be satisfied just taking the turtle. They want Keyboy in the process, which they will get. That's gonna be Shaman Force Pops. BTR finds a taunt, finds a lockdown. Down goes Keyboy and Kelra.
Whoa, what happened there? They're looking for more. Sans is chipped down. Niall coming in.
That's gonna be 3-5 pop. Sans not able to find an escape route. Another kill on the board here for Bigatron. They got the turtle. They get a turret top, and they get 3 extra kills earlier on. Onic dismantle here so far.
Bigatron by Vitality. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The tempo that they bring Especially when you know you have the Paquito in your hand, you have a Kalea. So much control in such a short amount of time. Take a look at the item build by Dunya Games. Get to hit any of the major items there for the Juicin. Obviously, you want to go for the Elegant Gem first, and then you can opt for a glowing one off. This one is going to queue too. The Valier, though, Moreno has the glowing one already. Chastise first item for the Kalea. It's all about the HP regen. It's the survivability that'll enable Finn to look for those monster plays. And so far, it's quite even. And as Sans completes his glowing one, this will be one hell of a battle. Finn is looking for something. Gigatron are collapsing on him.
Yep. Looking to invade the orange buff. Onic responds with a 4-man rotation just to protect the orange buff of Kai. He's level 10. Niall is at level 10 as well, so level-wise, you know, Kai still can go for the contest. Neutral objective wise. A lot of side here. Quickly looking for the clear. Iman, though, looking to find and apply pressure on the structure, which Bigatron will take another point on the board.
Huge losses there. But you need to know, Gani, Niall is playing a Fredrin up against the Yi Sun-shin, a farming monster.
Yep.
And the Fredrin stands toe-to-toe against it. It is very, very out of the ordinary, the fact that Niall is able to brute force his way with the Fredrin up against the Yi Sun-shin. Kairi is a farming monster, and the Yi Sun-shin is trailing from behind in terms of the level. And you don't really see the snowball from the Yi Sun-shin. That is why they're allocating Kairi in the back, looking for a farm. Tsunami Slam!
On towards one, that's gonna be damage coming through. That's good peak positioning. Keyboard though, stuck AOG to the back. Take a look at Kelra, applied pressure!
Oh!
Niall will sacrifice himself to trade 1-for-1. Keyboard taken down. Amon gets the extra gold. And ladies and gentlemen, another win. It's a 2-for-1 for the Red Robots.
The Red Robots are full! In the land of Dawn, online the machines are looking to kill, to pulverize, to violate the Sky King's Kairi. Has to trace his way back, at least that's going to be a safety net. But my oh my, after what happened yesterday, what are Bigatron on? They're so clean, so disciplined.
They are. They've updated their new program, but here's the thing. Will they choke? Will the bigger throw? You know, will the bigger throw happen here? Because I gotta say, it's a comfortable lead.
Yes.
Minute 8, you know, 5,000 goal lead almost. Things are going well, you know, structure-wise, they're ahead. They cannot get overheated right now.
They can't choke on a best of 1, but this is not a best of 1. It's a best of 5.
This is a best of 5.
And there is more room for mistake, right? The more you're comfortable with it. Hey, Bigatron are on cruise control right now. They have control of everything.
Yeah.
But again, you never know what might happen. And that is something we do acquaint with Bigatron by Vitality. Onic, now let's talk about their winning conditions. Obviously, it's number 1 to PL for Kelra. Let him scale, let him get his items, let the Harith go online, and he will be that main carry. But number 2 is to always be able to enable Yi Sun-shin to look for an angle, look for a play. As of now, Kairi isn't really participating in team fights. If he does, he comes late. Because he knows there is no space for the Yi Sun-shin to go and engage first. It's a Kalea, a Fredrin. You can't shred them quickly, so you have to play it slow. You have to play the long game and become the janitor to clean everything else, right? As the Yi Sun-shin. And that is, I think, what Onic needs to look for. But for now, they're going to do a Lord Dance down bottom. That wave is going to crash onto Onic's turret. And Bigatron, no, the longer they hold onto this Lord, the more Onic will lose. Onic needs to do something about this. Will they pull the trigger? Will they just wait? Will they try to steal this? Because I don't see a world where Yi Sun-shin goes into the pit.
Yep, that's the Mount Chugger Pots. Bigatron repositioned towards the back. That's going to be Lord. Takes it low. Now takes it. That's going to be the pull trigger. Trigger pull. Kai taken down with the Tsunami Slam in hand. Sans off the board as well. That's a Bigatron.
Kelra!
They have found the fall with Kelra. Not able to provide the damage. Keyboy left standing as Bigatron. They have found success.
Crumbling to pieces are the Sky Kings. Sans completes his Sky Piercer, but Bigatron by Vitality. That was a complete massacre of the Sky Kings. Now Peasants in game 1. Beautiful layered team fight. locking down the main carry, locking down Kyrie in place. There was a light of hope illuminating throughout the arena from Kelra with the Zaman Force. The Harith still hits like a truck, but still it is not enough because there is so much that the Harith can do. As Onic, you play in cycles. You wait for the Sora ult to come in. You wait for the Ascension to have the Mountain Shocker. You wait for Kelra to have that Zaman Force ready. And when there is no cycle, when there is no resource, you back off. The thing is you can't because Pikachu by Vitality wants to lock you down in place. The mini CC, the burst down from the Paquito, and then the Kalea, especially with that Tsunami Slam. And this Valier just makes things worse because it can hit from afar. And that just adds salt to the wound for Onic.
A very great display of MLBB from BTR so far. And that's why they're ahead, 6,000 goal lead. Great defense though by Onic earlier on with the Lord already pushed. They're still able to keep all base turrets intact for a potential fight for the next Lord, which will be coming in 70 seconds, folks. But looking at the gold, you know, Bigatron by Vitality, they are very comfortable. They have Amon on a Claude that definitely can shred at this point. So again, Onic, they are on the back foot. They're still struggling to find solutions here on to neutralize the game. And you know, Kai is still a level behind Kyle.
Well, I know that hold on a minute, good flicker response.
Now that's actually Lippy missing. That's gonna Tsunami Slam onto his Lippy. He's out of fall first. Take a look at the mid lane. Kelra off the board. That's gonna be the pin and Amon finding the angle to take the double. And ladies and gentlemen, the Red Robots have wiped the defending champions of MPLID out in the first game.
The Red Robots turn into such killing monsters. They're looking for the crystal.
He's gonna bring the Maestro break for game number 2.
Yeah, let's see. It looks like the draft's are ready, ladies and gentlemen, and the map will be chosen here right now. And it's gonna be the broken walls once again, I
Once
believe.
again, yes.
Yeah.
And again, Onic opts for the blue side, still going for the first pick. I think they're gonna pick up the Paquito here.
Yeah. I think they will.
Oh, they just,
Huh.
Wait a minute. Wait a second.
Wait, what's open? Fanny.
They pick up the Claude, I think.
They pick up the Claude first pick.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
that
first
could
pick
work,
Claude,
yeah.
Zushin?
The Juicing will be open though, yeah.
You still have Eve to answer that.
I wonder why they banned the Paquito here, really. Because like, if it's just purely to set up the Claude, you're giving away a lot of those big picks. And yes, that means the Eve can come through.
Yes.
But then the time,
Butterflies born by
Wow.
guided.
they still go juice in. See, I had a feeling in the back of my mind here, coach, that they still want to go juice in first pick. And that's what ends up happening instead of the Claude. So BTR, no-brainer Claude right now, especially without the Paquito.
A no-brainer Claude here for Mr. Emman. I think his Claude is very impressive.
Yep. They just go Claude Kalea, straight up. Are they that confident?
I like that. I like that actually. Without the Paquito available, pick up the Claude Kalea.
Our cosmic plays will never
We
be
saw the
extinguished.
we saw the catcher to counter it, and it wasn't a counter.
Yes.
They
I
were
think-
able to beat it through just sheer execution.
I think a Claude Kalea and a third pick Fredrin is perfect for BTR right now.
True. They can also just pick up the Fredrin right here,
Yes.
right now. That's also a very valid
Oh,
option. But my
wow.
goodness, Finn! Oh, Theonile,
yo.
Finn. That is a bombastic first pick.
Do you like
Wow. Depends.
Depends. I mean, Onic
Depends.
are going to be clumping together with the Juicin. You're going to be expecting them to play a composition that needs to play around like some of the other carries.
I think Onic needs to pick up the Cho here.
They
The
do.
Keyboy Cho against the Atlas. We see how Leonie used the Cho
Earlier.
and did earlier against Atlas. Just mirror, trying to eat the Atlas at the early stage. And the Juxin Cho duo mid is not. It's also strong, very strong. Are we gonna see Cho Harris?
Yeah, they go for the Harith. That's expected.
wow.
Dude, against the Atlas, I think the Bigatron read that out. The Suyo can come up now. Again, yes, they can go for the Eve, but we've seen Moreno's hero pool. They
pool,
played
yeah.
5 games, 5 different picks for the Maestro.
Just wanna go Fredrin here?
I think you go Fredrin, Suyo, something. Maybe the Suyo not because of the Harith.
Yes.
But if they can snowball, you know, if they can actually layer the CC with the Atlas and an Alice later on.
But if they're planning on to like punishing Keyboy, punishing Sean, just stack up CCs, man.
I agree.
Fredrin, Atlas, the way they did it with the Kalea, with the Fredrin.
There's a difference
with
though
the
when you go
Falair.
for the Atlas coach, right? You're not going to have that mid-prio.
Yes.
Just like the Kalea. So a big portion of that game was controlled by BTR Rivers and all because of the Kalea.
Oh,
that's why.
that's why.
River control. There you go.
That's the needed. That's the utility jungler that you need if you want to
Yep.
play the control, especially with the Atlas. Not the Fredrin, but the
I like it.
Baxia. I like it so much.
Against a Harrod Jusin too.
And Juxin, yes, both magic damage, dealers, 1 radiant armor, kind of counter it.
And the early anti-regen to deal with the Brave Smite
Yes.
sustain, the Harrod sustain, heck, I believe the Leomord sustain if he goes killing spree.
Yes, and I don't think this is why I think BTR has the upper hand in the draft because they don't really care about Moreno's pick. Because I think Moreno already know how to play against the Jushin, and that's why it's amazing.
Fun fact, this is another good Valir game. That's why
Yes.
Onic are like, oh hell no, we're gonna ban it out. The thing is, it's also a great Eve game. It's also a great Farsa game. And
Gord
now you're,
game.
huh? It's a great Gord game. So there's so many different. Heck, I'd even go as far as to say it might be a good Kimmy game with the combo with the Atlas, the Baksha already there, right?
Even the far shot, if
Exactly.
you want to pull that off. But again, the Maestro just from the drafting phase, as an ex-coach standpoint, it's amazing to have that kind of players, you know,
Yeah.
that can play anything that team needs, especially in R5.
Yep.
Oh man.
I asked Coach Aeon and Snap how it felt coaching for TLPH, right? Because they came from relatively nowhere.
Yes.
It was just a coaching staff with no achievements before they joined TLPH. And I'm like, how much did you impact the team? And they said, it's really just because we're gifted with good players that we're able to create such good drafts, right? When your team has so many heroes,
Yes.
you can do whatever.
And the show band, that we discussed before, a very good matchup
Very good
against the show, especially with the, I think the glue and the show is a very good bet for both Baxia and Atlas. So, oh my, BTR, what are they cooking, man, in this draft? Like, seriously.
They're cooking some good stuff right now. And BTR by Vitality, they can still last pick a Sora if they need damage.
Yes.
If not, they go for the Alice if they need more setting power, and they can build on
Vendetta?
Oh, well, the Gord gets banned out. That's one. We were talking about the Valir and the Gord. The Lilia is still pretty good too, right? I mean,
Lilia
there's
is
so
pretty
many
good.
good options.
Yes.
They might as well save it for Red 5. Pick a safe XP right now, right?
Safe XP will be Terizla, but then it's too much tankiness. But
That's
again,
true.
yeah, you can build up. But again, the Atlas and the Terizla will make Leomor's life suffer. But I think maybe that it's too over. Probably.
You know what? You're right. The Benedetta is great.
Yes,
Wow.
that's why. Against Jushin, against the
Harrod.
Harrod, can pressure in the
Leomord.
long lanes too. They have very strong Cheomin already, whatever. Moreno's pick here with the Baxia in
I
hand.
think they might do it.
I think they might last R5 Benedetta if they pick a mid laner here.
They're taking a long time, so I
That's
think
why
they
I'm
are
thinking about it.
thinking about it.
Oh,
Valentina.
it's coming.
Dude, this is another reason we see a lot of the Valentinas in MPL Philippines, especially for Falcons. Shoutouts to Haji, man, my favorite Blacklist member during their prime days. His Valentina shows up when they see a Leomord. He takes the
Yes.
Phantom Steed and he gets on the horse
And it's
early
still
on.
flex.
Yep.
Oh,
Technically it is.
yes,
If Onic go
technically
for the
it is.
Sora.
Or they go for the Sora.
Wow, wow, wow.
Oh man. Oh
Wow.
man, they're looking good. BTR
Fantastic.
draft looking good. Yeah, fantastic. But what will Onic answer though? They need a roamer and a XP laner. I think Terizla works for Onic here.
I agree.
But what is the other roamer? Against an Atlas.
This is an easy Alice game if they don't play their cards right.
Sun rises when I get
Believe
Oh,
Terizla.
Halid goes to the Xmona. Brawl in the mid lane. Zushin, Halid. Good
I
poke.
think they can go Bennett.
I think this is the Benedetta game for
Yeah.
Shogun.
You're right.
Or what?
Yuzong,
Yuzhong? Hmm.
they really want to control neutral objectives and snowball from there.
Yeah. But I feel like it's too easy to kite out to the Yuzong. They have the
That's
Summon Force, they have the Crimson Beacon.
But it removes Leomord from the neutral objective.
Yes. Or they're looking for the Sora hit themselves.
That can, yeah, I think that,
Yes.
that's a traditional role, right? Especially after the Val.
Yes!
Benedetta.
Let's go.
Let's go, coach.
Benedetta, they're gonna go for Benedetta.
Let's go, coach.
We called it
W.
from the first phase of the ban. Come on,
Benedetta.
BTR is cooking, man. Like, seriously, even in the draft.
Shout out Sanford, Vinuya man.
And the Baxia, Benedetta combo drafts is very lethal.
So this debut Benedetta in the playoffs, This is a good thing.
I think it's a good thing.
So we're Team BTR on drafts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Miracle 2.
Yep.
Of course you.
My goats.
I can't believe it, but we'll see exactly what unfolds before our very eyes as we throw it over once again to Goni, as well as Realize to break things down.
Thank you. And I've been talking a lot to Coach Do as well. He has kind of said it to me. He adds my game knowledge somehow. And I asked him, what about the Benedetta in this meta, Coach? And he's like, you have to run the Baxia. And now the Baxia comes through with the Benedetta. Bigatron are cooking something, Goni.
Definitely a lot of mobility from the composition of BTR. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Atlanta Dawn. It's round 2 between Bigatron by Vitality and Onic. In case you missed it, BTR got the first game. They look to double it here, or perhaps will Onic equalize with their composition of Leomord, Harith, and Khalid. Let's see.
Well, let's talk about the Benedetta first. Obviously, the elephant in the room, addressing it, right? Obviously, you have ways to proxy the wave. You can play that far lane game.
Whoa.
Oh, Iman, he has to run back. He drops the regen. But yeah, at least with the Baxia, you now have river control. That's going to be the main point of the game for Bigatron by Vitality, not letting this Leomord play in a safe way, right? The Leomord wants to jump in and wants to fight the neutral objective. The Baxia and the Benedetta just helps with the damage. Sans though.
Stumped up with perfect match. Keyboard looking to provide cover time around the vicinity as well, but no spells were triggered to purify only in the mid lane earlier.
Moreno stands there menacingly, though not doing anything. But yeah, the Atlas also adds more problems than it solves for Onic, because now the Leomord has something else to face, which is the mini stuns, the mini CC, and the river control that is so heavy coming in from Bigatron by Vitality. We talked about the Benedetta possibly faring well against the Paquito. There is no Paquito in this game, but at least they're making that presence. The Benedetta can kind of, occupy that Paquito void left behind, right? Especially with the concussive blast. Look at that. Yep. He's going to look for rotations. He's going to look for fast clears. And that is what Shogun will do. And he does particularly well with the Benedetta.
A two-man stun with a perfect match. That will be the end of Kai. And that will be the end of a turtle contest. BTR, what a timing by Finn, again finding angle to take that two-man stun.
That was an expensive kill towards Kyrie. And more towards that was they got the neutral objective, which is what they were trying to do all game long. Still, 2 minutes. Oh, Kelra almost got assassinated there by Eman in a 1v1. He pops the Blazing Duet, but BMI's back, and Niall might want to look for his traces, but no. He'll just farm his way into the later stages of the game. Now, obviously, items is what they need. But look at where Shogun is. He's always mobile. He's always looking for space, looking for angle, even assisting Finn and trying to get the neutral zones, because you can't let that choke point fall in the hands of Onic. With the juice in, they are super oppressive. But at least now you have the Atlas, you have the Benedetta to kind of stop that, I'd say, onslaught coming in from Onic. This is why they are still kept at bay. They can't do much about it. That's a Khalid Juicin combo, by the way. And it's somehow nullified by the presence of the Baxia. The Atlas too, I believe, is very pivotal. Plus, the Benedetta is what we could talk about all night long. But hey, Onic, still, they stand a chance. Again, letting the Harith scale, because now gold lane is such in a very confusing spot, right, for most gold laners. It's kind of like a weak side, but you're expected to deal the damage needed, obviously, when the late game does come in. But Shogun still goes for that Hep to see, so he still wants damage.
Definitely wants some damage. Now, that's going to be a knockdown on towards Finn. Has the Fatal Links and the Flicker. Onic definitely has that in mind. And so far, it's just a kill here. Almost above 4 minutes in with the turtle spawning top. Let's see if Onic this time can retaliate and find a recovery.
And let's talk about the Valentina as well, Moreno. He has the IMU, he copies that Leomord ult. And he still receives the same kind of like powers that the Leomord does have, right? The damage reduction, and then you can be such a pest, just running around, running over the players of Onic in the team fights. And this is what the Valentina is very good at, especially in the hands of a maestro like Moreno. And this will be tested, obviously, in the turtle fight. But Kyrie's still on bottom. He is going to farm that camp. Orange buff into the green camp over there, but I think he wants to leave it behind because Shogun's gonna be there, existing, trying to shoo him away. And now it forces Kyrie in a tough spot because I don't think Onic does have a way here unless they look for an engage.
Yeah, that's going to be the turtle secured by Nile. That's going to be Keyboy finding two-man stun. Uh-oh, Shaman for a shot! That's going to be Megatron finding the collapse. Keyboy taking down Nile. Barely survives. Taking down Megatron. Still able to reposition as they take Lupi down, ladies and gentlemen. Another favorable trade, but Kalra gets the goal that he needs. That's going to be Kai frozen, stunned up. Emon jumping back. Kai finds the kill. Emon slays him, and it's a mess here after Turtle 2.
That is an upheaval. That is a chaotic fight. And it's very hard to tell who won that trade, but I believe Bigatron does have tempo from it. They got the turtle, they got a few kills towards Kyrie, but at least Kelra is still kept at bay. It's still super safe, but so is Eman. And now he's going to farm even more. DHS completed, he's going to go, I believe, for the golden staff second item, the Solium Sight for Kelra. So at least the items are there, the damage is there as well for Kelra. That's going to be what you expect from him. Uh-oh, final blow into Finn coming in. But I don't think he's going to be backed up. But look at Aldo. He's going to take space. And did he retry that one out? Because Kyrie lost that. And will they look for a punish? Because now Onic are collapsing together. It's Bigatron. Look at the control that they have. Even not only to the river, but to the jungle of Onic. So much grasp onto the territories that Onic really wants to win. And Eman will be able to... Oh, Alra, this is the dash, and he'll be able to clear this one out. Yep, I believe Alra will be able to. And now, Lupi.
That's going to be the dive. Oh, take a look at the coordination, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you gank a Terizla.
Yep, especially with the body of Smith and how tanky he is. But when you layer him down with multiple CCs, you don't know what to do. And Man missing duet.
Oh, that's a very forceful engage in the bottom side. Amon, calm, blazing duet. And he is safe. Take a look at top already with the cut by Shogun on this Benedetta, which means he is able to apply pressure elsewhere, as it is going to be a perfect turtle for Bigatron in the second game. Uh-oh, and lane Sans in trouble. That's going to be Sans taken very low. Oh, Shogun overextended. Will be capitalized. Shogun for the turtle here this time round.
This has been the main theme for Onic ever since game one. And they really kind of let go of the neutral objective. They want Kyrie to farm. That was with the Yi Sun Shin, but I think with the Leo mode, you gotta contest it. But then the problem is there is a Boxia, there is the Atlas, and then you have a second horse coming in with the Valentina IMU. So then that becomes tricky. That becomes really, really hard for Onic to work with, to work through. Because Bigatron, super strong lineup that they have here. Oh, here comes the Phantom Steed, but it's all just gonna clear the wave, and Moreno will cost his IMU for that trade.
It is still very, very close here, ladies and gentlemen. Bigatron already will with the win.
Hey!
It is KB and Limpocho restreaming outside. But it is still 2K gold lead for the Red Robots.
Yep.
And Onic, they are catching strays. They're looking for compensation. Again, just the mobility, right? You got the Claude, you got the Baksha, the Atlas, and the Benedetta. That's a lot of speed in the composition of BTR.
And not only speed, you have survivability too, right? Nile with the Baxia mark, he can bypass and at least reduce the damage that the Chusin will give you, especially with the Harith as well, and then the Leo board too. Plus, you have that anti-regen to stop the kind of sustainability from the Brave Smite, from like the Chusin shield and all that stuff. So it kind of really helps when you want to play the long, drawn-out team fight. But as of now, it's a momentary lull. Everyone's shrouded behind silence. Shogun just works his way again. This is gonna always attract Onic like a magnet. They need someone to address this Benedetta. This is where it gets tricky for Onic to enter the Bennett, as the Lord will spawn now, and let's take a look at what they want to do.
Definitely. It is still BTR who holds more control on the map. The map is slightly red at this point. If not, it's gonna be redder. But Onic, they are, I guess, the struggle to find angles here to fight.
Yep.
No clear locks, no long engages. At least so far, BTR is not letting a big fight to happen. Maybe this might be it.
Yeah, this might be it. I mean, you need an engagement to Rizla. Looking for the penalty zone. Finn, though, it's close by.
Yeah, that's pretty perfect match. Keyboy taking very low force. Keyboy to use the flicker early.
Oh!
Only one though. Lippy taken down. The big penalty zone finds Sukai. And Kelra is leading again. The Red Robots finds a collapse and take a look at the shred by Amon. The Red Raider combined with the Maestro equals total destruction.
Down to the minute details. That was perfection. That was not Lutpi. That was Moreno with the stolen penalty zone. Playing behind the Purifies. That was popped because of that fatal links. Moreno is an absolute monster. He is the maestro. He's the one conducting everything. An orchestra of cheers created by one man and his fingers. And now Bigatron, they take the Lord Onic. Left speechless. Wow.
Amazing stuff from BTR as they clear the Lord. Match point is within their sights if they're able to keep this pace. Onic again, struggling. It seems like BTR, they figured out, and here comes another engage. Terizla is not even tanky enough. That's getting Nile though, knocked back on the base. Take a look at the passive. The passive saved Nile, ironically.
Man, oh man, this is very, very insane. This is a new level of Bigatron we never thought they could unlock. This is the Bigatron sitting in Mirko's dreams and his watch party starts!
Uh-oh, Crimson Beacon to safety. Kelra under the mid.
Kelra!
Kelra finds Moreno. That's gonna be Shogun taken down.
Kelra!
BTR overextended, and Onic responds in the 11th minute as Keyboy looks for an engage. Keyboy shuts him on down as Kai takes the kill, and suddenly 4 members of BTR are on the floor.
Is this the folklore they talk about in the playoffs? Is this the biggest choke? Finally activated. They overextended. Kelra went for a heroic play. Zaman 4 stashed in front, got the kill towards Maestro Moreno before he couldn't do much about it. And then Keyboy with the collapse on Amon, a flicker raging sandstorm to catch him off guard. And finally, Onic has breathing space. Slowly but surely up top. That turret is gonna fall down soon as well. And at least for a moment, they have a sanctuary. It's not over yet. Bigatron by Vitality still is the leading team in this series, in this game particularly. But we might never know what the future holds, because this is such a close game. Onic still holding strong. And again, this Harith will always be the star of the show in the late game. When it scales, it is a hyper carry, and Onic will bank on that. But hey, the turret up top, they didn't really clear it down, so still stands.
They're still standing, and we got a game realized here in the second game. It's not a one-sided game like the first game, ladies and gentlemen. In case you just tuned in, it's a very tug of war type of game here in the second game. 20 seconds on the clock. Now it's just 1,500 gold lead between them. Definitely Onic can pull some strings to turn things around, but again, BTR, they have been the better, the bolder team, and so far still.
There are still layers to this game. Hey, I do know that guy. That's the ex-team manager of Bigatron by Vitality. I think it was 2 seasons ago. But yeah, this Benedetta is going full damage. So of course it wants to assassinate, which means that it is still kind of squishy. Sure, there are the damage to spells it has, in the skills with the an eye for an eye, but it is still super squishy and it is still burstable. So Onic can find that window. I mean, all they need to do is just be wary of an Atlas engage, right? This forces Sans and Kelra to run the Purify, and the Bennett can just chase them down. Kelra goes for the concentrated energy, the CE. He looks for that sustainability, for that, little spell vamp as well, so that he can survive in the late game. And Onic, will this be the time for them to come and finally fight for the neutral objectives? Because so far, they have none to their hands, right? 0 turtles. This Lord might be proving grounds for them. As Bigatron looks for something. Finn. Oh!
Lictor, Fatal Link, Spear 5 pop. Kalra! Finds the kill! And he survives! Shogun finally shuts him down, but here comes Kai with the double. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kai and Kalra show! And Bigatron, they got the early game, but it seems like here, minute 15 is just highlight reels for the Porcupines / Hedgehogs.
That's a wipeout! And to the junkyard, the machinery goes. The Sky Kings finally, with their divine intervention, shuts down the entirety of Bigatron by Vitality.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the first game, it was a BTR wiping Onic out and then ending the game. In the second game, it will be different. Onic will wipe BTR out.
The BTR pick. As we go to the game number 3. Right now, prediction.
Expanding rivers.
Ooh,
Flying Clouds.
broken walls. 3 times in a row.
I'm locked in, bro.
Oh, wow.
I'm locked in.
So BTR 2-1, basically.
Amen. Amen. Stay humble, eh?
Stay humble.
So let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hope both of the players and the drafts are also locked in.
Okay. Ooh.
Freya, as expected, the Fanny
Freya,
and the
yes.
Marcel, and the Phobius,
Phobius.
and the Paquito now.
Yes. I think Phobius will be banned out by Bigatron if they really want that Paquito.
I think they gotta ban it. Blue 3 though.
Yes,
right?
Blue 3 to bait out more bans
Yes.
from BTR.
Because if Onic bite on the Phobius instead, yeah,
Oh,
there you
yes,
go.
there you go. Very
Okay.
smart.
Wait,
I think they want a Leomord too with that, or an Atlas.
It's
Ooh.
basically forcing you to ban out the Marcel.
Yes.
Again, very smart. Oh my god. I feel like BTR prep more against Onic rather than Eclipse.
Wow, that might be true, and there you
Yes.
go. Oh, you're gonna have to make a choice.
Yeah.
I think Onic just let everything go.
Marcel, Paquito, Phobius.
Because if not, the trade's gonna be bad for them.
But if you give up the Marcel, if they pick up the Marcel, they pick the Phobius, yeah.
Right.
I do agree, yes. Leave it all open.
More picks to take, more prio picks to take. That's why
Yes.
now it's on BTR to ban the Phobius.
Yes. But again, the Marcel has been pretty good, and then we've seen the Marcel Alice, which kind of miss execute yesterday.
That's true.
I'm
But again-
wondering if they're gonna contest the Zushin.
Oh, that's also pretty good.
I don't think so. Knowing Moreno's hero pool, the way
Yes.
that he's been able to beat the Jusins constantly, even
See
yesterday.
value in me.
Oh,
Oh,
wow. They
wow.
want to leave every. Wow. They're putting the ball. They're throwing the ball
Yes.
back to
Yes.
Onic. They're like, you make the play. Oh God.
We're
This
like
is-
literally leaving everything open here.
This is hype.
This is hype. This is how they both are very, very smart
Oh, let's
drafters.
talk about what's open right now. The Phobius, the
Marcel.
Paquito, the Juicin, the Marcel,
Claude, Carrot.
Claude, Harry.
There's a lot. There's really, really a lot of.
Alea is open too. The
Alea is
Atlas,
open
if
too,
we're thinking
yes.
of it as prio
Yeah, I was
now.
about to say.
Ooh.
Wow, wow. Yeah, they're thinking about this one for
Of
sure.
course.
There's so many heroes up for grabs. They're gonna think about what they need to pick second and what to react to. I think Marcel needs to go
I
though.
think Marcel needs to go because whatever they
Yeah.
ban here, they just gonna push Marcel and they don't care.
Good one.
Yes, a very good ban.
This is a
Phobius.
Phobius.
Yes, Phobius ban into a Jushin +1.
I think it's either Phobius or Juicin.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Phobius over Juicin.
I think I do think Phobius.
But
fun
Onic
fact.
can play the Atlas, that's the thing.
Fun fact though, Shogun Atlas, Shogun Phobius, 100% win rate.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. He's been amazing. Erbang! My goat! In the building.
He was beside you earlier.
He was, yeah.
He was,
Oh,
yes.
where?
He was like,
Like a
Oh,
couple
I don't
waving,
see
seasons
the
ago.
yeah.
goat. Oh no.
Is it the Phobius?
Oh!
It's the Harley.
Wow, is this the first time it's been left open? I think it has.
yes,
it
for
is.
this series, yes. And they are also forcing Onic to pick up the Kalea.
They're also baiting out a Paquito now.
Yeah, but it's still a Phobius pick, I think.
Phobius Khalid, Phobius Hilda,
Phobius Kalea, because they,
Phobius
if
Kalea.
they give up Harley Kalea,
But then you're gonna get Gatot bored.
yes.
Ooh.
That's
This
why,
is- okay,
this is
okay.
the
Yeah,
the give and take, you know? But they pick up a Claude. And a Phobius, maybe.
Should be Claude Phobius. Claude
Oh,
Juicin.
wow.
Wow, wow, wow. This is open, folks. Phobius, right? This has to be the Phobius now.
This has to be the Phobius.
Phobius Harith? You go for Phobius Harith?
Harley with Harley in.
Oh, you're gonna go for the Moskov later. There's a lot of different picks you can go for,
Yeah,
whatever.
but I think they're gonna ban out the Moskov and the
Yeah.
And
carry.
Harith? Or they leave the Harith?
Harith because they have Harley.
Yeah.
So too much magic damage.
Yeah, I think so many. But they did play Harley and Harith
Yeah.
in the regular season and it works, but they need to snowball. But in this grand stage in the NFL playoffs,
It's
I think
asking for too much.
Yeah, it's asking for too much.
Kalea Gord, or do you? I think there's a red 3 Gatot, so you don't go for that combo straight up, right?
But they don't care about the Gato.
That's
no.
why it goes through it, but there's just so much mobility on the side of Onic. They can bypass that.
Yes, I do
Purifies
agree
as
with
well.
that. They get the Phobius and
Phobius,
Kalea,
yeah.
maybe? Phobius Kalea, I like it more.
I like that. I like that. I like that. Phobius Kalea, great picks by Bigatron. Onic can respond to both of this with the Gatot
Or
insta
Atlas.
or Atlas. That's true.
Atlas.
You pick off one, we pick off 3.
Yes.
All
And
right.
I want to see Keyboy on the Atlas, please, at least once in this playoffs, man.
It might be safer to go for a jungler though.
Oh, because you have a lot of options to answer for the Kalea. I might agree, but again, Zushin Atlas, it means that you're not moving for 1 century maybe. It's too much CC.
The
But
safe answer still Gatot though. I think.
yes.
There you go. Yeah.
This is
Oh.
gonna, wow.
Speaking of this pick, folks, this is one of the picks that Kyrie doesn't do well on in the regular season,
Yes.
and we know the
33
track record all the way to
33%.
2023. If you know, you know.
33% win rate for Kyrie on the back here, 3 times picks. So yeah, oh, but they're trying to give a bit there what. Because I feel like they both are smart teams, right? They know if they play the Harley, play the Suyo and Nomord, especially against a
Yeah.
Harley like Nile, it will be hard. So okay, you just play the utility jungler. So let's see though, let's see.
It should be a Gatot Atlas ban from Bigatron, Onic. They gotta start
Yes.
banning on the Harith, the Moskov. There you go. I like that answer.
Yes.
Eman's 100% win rate on the Moskov so far.
I think they
Carry?
they ban out Moskov and carry and then
Okay.
pick up the glue
Yeah.
for Keyboy here.
Very good.
Because you need to deny the glue.
Yeah. I don't know though, because Bigatron might yes. Do they need to deny it though? Phobius Kalea is already there. I don't think there's a.
But the glue, it can be flex and explain it's pretty good. Against the Phobius, against a Harley, it's pretty good too.
I think because they have a Kalea, they'll be okay with it. But let's see. 'Cause
Let's
I think
see.
that's definitely something they gotta think
Yes.
about. They ban it.
They ban it.
But now it's that risk again, coach, of the Gatot
Or Atlas.
or Atlas exactly.
Yes.
So I thought they were just gonna ban those 2 out. They're gonna leave one, and I think it's the Gatot again.
Yeah, I do
Right?
think it's gonna be the Gato again because
Are they just trying to put Keyboy on these like
Yes.
low mechanic picks?
Yes.
Is that the idea?
and they just wanna eat him up. When he shows in the river, they just gonna punish him more.
Nice man.
Yes.
Nice man.
Good answers for the Moscow carry.
You know what happens when BTR get a Harley, Kalea, and a Phobius, right?
Yeah.
Last time it happened, they went Beatrix regular season. You remember that?
Yes, I remember that. But against the Baxia though.
That's why, and especially with the Gatot Kacha, I don't think you'll have
Looming,
enough shred.
yes.
Is it not possible for them to go Irithel?
Oh, but
not
again,
that,
again against the Baxia, it's pretty. Or
Difficult?
is it gonna be a special 1-1 him on 1-1? No, I'm just like
Nah,
you know
nah.
too
Oh.
experimental right now because it's in the playoffs again, right?
Oh god, they need shred. The Baksha is so
they
tanky.
really need to
City?
shred.
There you go, see? Yeah.
They didn't got that open.
I think just go Gatot first.
But again, for Keyboy, I think just leave it open until the last pick. Because again, though, you can even play the Hilda and just play ultra aggressive with the Baxia.
I don't like the Hilda against the Kalea though. Right? You just get picked up. It gets picked
Yeah,
up.
I do agree. But if you just want to go hyper fast tempo,
If you want to go and
Yeah.
snowball with the Baksha.
but the easy answer is Gatot for sure.
Yeah.
I do agree, pushing Gatot, but again, it doesn't work out in the first game.
Yeah.
But I think with the Baxia in hand of Kyrie, Kyrie will be the first man to go in, and Keyboy will just be the one that can engage
Yeah.
the Tsunami Slime.
What XP lane they gotta go though? Right now they're lacking damage, I think. It's just Claude.
Labu.
There you go.
Yes. And they
Labu,
leave
Labu.
the roamer last pick. Ooh.
With Baxia as a roamer,
I don't think so, but might be.
It can
yes.
be, yes.
It's still flex.
It's still
yes.
flex. And that's why maybe they still leave the roamer to
Are
be
they gonna
open
go
the last
Yisun
pick.
Shin? Is that why? If the Baksha goes Rome,
Oh.
right? It's a Yisun Shin. It's too physical. Though.
Yeah, but it's so physical, yes.
I was thinking that even if they leave the Baxia in the jungle, could they not go for something in the roam that's a lot more flexible? Doesn't have to be like a conservative roamer.
But against Kalea though, you're just gonna get eaten
That's why.
in a river. But let's see what Mr. KO picks here for M1 and also Moreno.
Gord.
Granger on his
Whoa!
Okay.
Oh, I mean the Gord, they needed some shred. They got the shred and they got an execute
Yes.
in the gold lane, something that we haven't seen before. And again, the juice in with the claw, that seems like hell for the Granger.
No, the Hilda makes sense now here.
Yeah,
Uh,
the Hilda
Against a
makes a lot of
Harley, against a
sense.
against a Granger, you just be ultra aggressive with the Baxia, and also you have a Lapu for the early game.
It's a gamble by BTR. They want to play early game. If they get the early game, they win
But it
straight
not
out.
work with the Khalid?
Khalid
No,
might
no,
work
not
with-
against Phobius, no.
But not against Phobius, yes. The Hilda can also shred the enemy defenses, right?
Yeah.
So it kind
Allow
of
me
insinuates.
to lead the
Yes,
charge.
There you
I
go.
called it.
It's a great Hilda pick.
Great Hilda pick with the Granger there and the Harley there. Oh,
So
finally.
this time,
I think Onic got the upper hand of the draft. But again, though, it's very early game too.
Yeah.
But they have the Zukin and the Cloud for the late game. But let's see though how the Maestro plays the Gord and also M1 on the Granger. It's been a long time that we haven't seen that.
It's been a while, man. We haven't seen Granger in a long while, but the damage from the Harley and the Gord is usually already enough.
Shit,
You're
yes.
basically feeding stacks
Yeah.
to Eman. That's the idea.
and that's gonna require a certain level of implementation
Oh, yeah.
and
Yes,
execution. They're gonna need to be precise with it if they want to prolong here in this best of 5 series. We're throwing over to our casters.
First and foremost, the counter index -2. What is that? But welcome to game number 3. This is where it gets real. Bigatron, they pull out something old, something we haven't seen for quite some time, the Granger. But with the Gord behind it, they have Poke, they have Shred, and they have Execute.
Let's see, will it come to fruition as we enter round 3? Ladies and gentlemen, who will take match point first? Will it be Bigatron by Vitality? Or will it be Onic? Finn taken very low in the mid lane, still in the mix, forced to use the flicker early. But yes, again, Onic and BTR here fighting for upper bracket finals. Let's see who will take game 3.
Yeah, there are a lot of ways to play this draft from Bigatron. Well, the main point is obviously going to be pick-off, or the execution we talked about, with the Tsunami Slam and trading damage from both gold laners, but they will regen respectively. But back to my point, obviously with the Tsunami Slam you can combo it with the Harley, you have a Gord, you know, with the Mystic Gush, and then obviously Eman with the Granger, right? Sky Piercer galore for Eman. If they do get the engage, Flicker!
Yep, Dark Wave. Now here comes Nile, who has L4, forced to use the deadly catch there. And it will force Lutpi in a tricky situation. That's going to be a jump again. Top lane, very low Lutpi. Struggling to get 4, forcing Keyboy to enter the mix.
Yo, that was so aggressive from Shogun, knowing that they can kill the Lapu Lapu with the Harley behind him. But emblems by Bayu. Gusset Blast for the Phobius, but Brave Smite for Lapu Lapu. As you would see, but then you see to pull yourself together from the Gord. Hold on a minute. Keyboy gets collapsed on, but that's a Hilda. Super tanky. So now for Moreno, obviously he wants to cycle the Flicker. He needs that. He can't really run the Purifier. He doesn't even need to run the Purifier. You know, aside from that Lapu Lapu. At least the Flicker now will go even quicker. And he'll be able to make aggressive gameplays happen.
Seems like going to be Finn trying to zone out. That's going to be Kyrie picking up the turtle. Finn taken down. Shogun is not in a good position as it will be another kill on the board for Onic. It's still 0 kills for BTR as Onic finds the turtle.
Yep, good start from Onic. They were able to at least, you know, hold the damage from the Gord coming into the Mystic Gush, and then they were able to get the turtle plus 2 kills. The kills attributed towards Lutfi and Kyrie. And now they will try to snowball with this lead. But let's take a look at this Hilda. This Hilda is super oppressive, tanky. You don't necessarily have access to the backline, but you can always be that forefront, you know, that valiant tank, just soaking in the damage, and then you can still deal damage at the same time. And you can play oppressively towards the jungle. Up against the Harley can't really burst you down unless, you know, the Harley gets ahead with the deadly magic and a few items in between. But so far, Onic playing a good game, knowing that they are heavily threatened. And Aman goes for Hunter Strike first item instead of possibly a Fury Hammer plus a Sky Piercer or even a Sky Piercer. Because we've seen in the regular season, multiple ranges, we've seen even Kenziski, Arfi, they go for that first item Sky Piercer. A bit of something that confuses me, because you really want to go for the fight when you have the Sky Piercer, especially with the Tsunami Slam onto where Kyrie.
Yep, that's going to be the, oh, Mystic Gush combination. Kai shred it down. Nile picks up the kill.
Oh!
And they look to be finding the kill as well onto its pin. It is still unfavorable for
Shogun.
Onic. Lippi now getting engaged on the Dark Wave. Connected! Shogun finds a kill, and that will be the trade. It was a 2 for 2 as the turtle will spawn here in the Lanadon.
Look at how strong Kyrie is with the Baxia. He's able to buy so much time. The Mystic Gush didn't really penetrate him through, especially with the Baxia mark. It helps a lot reduce the damage dealt towards you. So at least now the Baxia will be the punching bag, and that's good because that enables Bigatron. Hold on a minute. The Purify popped. That's a Mystic Gush as well, which means Bigatron will concede this objective.
Kai finds the turtle. That's going to be T-Boy in the back.
Nile!
Right as Nile! The Hilda pick finds value as it will be another kill on the board for Lutpi. That's a double for the Lapu Lapu as Onic finally claims the turtle here in this game. Previously, it was all Bigatrons.
Lutpi is on a roll. 4 kills with the Lapu Lapu. And you know what's worse than a Lapu Lapu? A snowballing Lapu Lapu. He's just gonna go in like that. And he has been the one accessing the back end. This is what is so good about the Lapu Lapu. 5 PMI. See you later, nerd.
Red fin like a book there as the structured top will be taken down. Onic this time a different type of Onic, at least in this series. First game, second game, no turtle has gone for the Onic side this time, round 2. So that's the early game that they're seeking, that the panels were talking about. They want the early. This is an ideal start for Onic.
Twist of fate, because in the previous game it was Onic not having access to that objective like you said, and now it's Onic having 2 in their bag. And look at this jungle control that you have, the bush control from T-Boy with the Hilda, that enables you to really play it. Sure, the river might belong to Bigatron Vitality. I mean, to an extent, Onic can contest it. They have the Baxia with the Hilda too. But at least now you have control of the bushes, and this is where they can ambush the main carries. Super squishy. Iman, Harley as well in the hands of Nile. And so far, Onic are doing a very good job at it. Item build by Dunia Games. Oh, look at Kyrie. He completes the Curse Helmet straight away. Yeah. Instead of holding on to the Molten Essence and building something else. So this really means he wants to go in. Tsunami Slam.
That's engaged on the Mystic Gush. They want to take T-Boy down. They got it. Has a blazing red by Kelrock, who still has no Purify.
Oh,
great cover by Sans as Kai finds a kill onto his pin. That's going to be, oh, take a look at Onic re-engaging BR. Cannot escape from the pressure that is applied by Onic.
Lutpi, and Lutpi again. Chasing down the members of Bigatron by Vitality. Finn and Shogun gone. Perfect turtle for Onic. Wow. What a play. That almost looked like a botch. Blazing duet from Kelra. Obviously with the Claude now. Only sitting at 1 item, I believe. Only the Corrosion Sight. You don't really have that much damage because you would usually go for the DHS if you want to team fight quickly. And now the DHS has been completed. He might hit like a truck as of now, but it looks like Onic wants to collapse onto this turret. No minions means they will abort the mission.
A good delay. They saw that, you know what, the firepower for BTR earlier is enough to clear the wave, so they're not willing to take that risk, at least just yet. 4K though still in hand for Onic, which means, you know, that's what, a couple of items in difference, right? And BTR, they're still looking to find an equalizer. They're still looking for some sort of compensation, which Onic right now, they're holding the map, they're holding the control, and if this continues, realize we might see Onic taking match point.
Oh, possibly 2-1. But hey, if we have learned something from Bigatron, that is they never surrender. That might be the case where they want to fight back. I mean, they still have the possibility of the Granger, the weaving those stacks still, stackless, the Sky Piercer. So that might be the turning point. But so far, this kind of like mid trio that they have, like the Harley, the Gordon, the Kalea, isn't really working out, per se. I mean, sure, you do have that control, that damage, but they haven't really been able to get, you know, the kills that they really need. Moreno is still sitting on 0 kills. The Harley isn't as snowballing as you would expect. Genus 1 is there, but yeah, still chasing for the second item. So now that the Lord is here, Onic, they are confident to fight this. But what about Bigatron? Will they concede this? Will they let it go to the hands of Onic? Deadly Magic.
Yeah, pop up towards Sans, and looking at Kying, sitting at level 12. It's hard for the Harley. That's the Tsunami Slam. They pull the trigger!
Oh!
With the combination of Mystic Gush and
Keyboy.
Will, the lead one out. Keyboy zoning Amon out of the fight, but that's enough to distract. Keyboy buys a flicker. Here comes the rest of Onic members looking for the collapse. They lose a Lutpi earlier on. It's a 1-for-1, but Onic, they got the control. Still, they want to find the re-engage. Terra possibly into it, and down goes Shogun as Sans is in a prime position to provide cover. Now cannot go anywhere. And Sans, Sans again with the engage.
Wow. I thought he was gonna go for more. Moreno's gonna die.
The Maestro falls as Emon and Finn now left standing, defending in the mid lane, and Onic takes
Sans!
more! Dilla Sans finally taking a highlight here in the series.
It has always been Moreno, 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 the Maestro all around. And behind him creeps in Gila Sans, who finally has the spotlight shining on him. Wow, very bold juice in play with the left off again, just going in, diving in towards Eman. He loses his life, and Onic also take the Lord. They have full control of this game. Now let's rewind back a bit on that engage from Finn. That was a good engage going in towards Lutpi because they knew that Lutpi has always been the problem. They have the burst, they have the shred to take down the target instantly. And that is why they went for the Lapu Lapu, lest to not be disturbed when they want to fight the remaining members of Onic. But after that, it seems like Onic were so, you know, very, very strong and resistant in trying to hold, and the rest you saw on how they were able to get the remaining kills. And now the Lord marching into the base. Holy shields will pop for sure, but this Lord is still the first Lord, so it'll fall easily.
It is still defendable, of course, here for BTR. 11 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen. Keep in mind, 7,500 gold lead. That's two big fights for BTR to neutralize the gold lead. And
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
in this position, in this state, you know, Onic, they're looking to take match point in a 2-1 fashion, folks. And let's see here, will they be able to do so? BTR, their late game, their high ground is okay. You know, they have a Harley, they have a Gord, and they have Granger that can deal damage from range. That's gonna be Shogun though, isolated, will be taken down. Still 70 seconds on the clock for the next Lord, so BTR, they gotta tone it down.
I agree. Whoa, hold on a minute, Tat!
Oh my goodness, still.
He's gonna die.
Oh, that's the glowing wand, the burst and the DPS there combined. That's a big shutdown on Sans as Nile looking to resurrecting here for BTR.
Divine Glaive completed as well. Well, back to my point. I do agree, they have strong, clear, high ground, strong, clear, yes. But they operate on a cycle if they want to team, right? You have to wait for the Mystic Gush. You have to wait for the Tsunami Slam, the Deadly Magic. The Granger can't operate fully with the energy. If the energy runs out, then it's done. So they have to kind of ration out these resources. Wait for the perfect target, wait for the right target, and then you go in. Meanwhile, for Onic, they can play front to back. I mean, sure, there's Lutfi over there.
Yeah.
Who will go all in with the bravest fighter, but then you still have the Claude. You still have Sans just going around with the Lantern Flare. Keyboy with the massive flank.
Yeah, that's gonna be some slam force on towards a member of Onic!
Oh!
With the winner crown as well. Finds an angle to take the roamer down and take a look at the isolation on Shogun.
Slain.
Just before the Lord spawn as well. 2 members off the board equals to, it's a free Lord for Onic.
Blazing a duet to eternity. That was Kelra. Finally looking for that angle. They were too busy the frontline members, and then Keller just came in, the gold standard again and again, proving that he is battle-tested, that he does not falter in the big stage.
Wow.
The grace under pressure, all in his hands. And Onic, they grasp this chance, this game, strong, not letting it go. And for Bigatron and Vitality, this is bad news. It's 13 minutes, 16 kills for Onic.
Yeah.
Eman has no kills, no snap whatsoever. So who do you want to defend on? Right, maybe Nine looking for assassinations, but then Onic are super tanky right now for most of the members. Take a look again at the item. A good pickup was the second, the second item, Ice Queen Swan. He knows that Bigatron by Vitality always wants to go in. They want to re-engage again. But Ice Queen Swan kind of makes them feel a bit sluggish. It slows them down, disrupts them as well, which is very, very nice to have. And that early winner crown purchase, which is very, very nice from Kelleran too. Now, obviously on cooldown, but I believe it'll be back up soon. Well, at least for Moreno, he's still hitting like a truck because, you know, the Harley has the Genius Wand. And when someone gets affected by this spell, or like by an ability, obviously the magic resistance does decrease. And the Gord can deal double damage, massive damage, which will be very good. But the question is, can they defend this?
Let's see, Onic wants the top turret just for the Marley. Uh-oh, a little bit overextending. An overextension heal there in the mid lane. Shogun, though, will force to use the flicker. They got the top tier. Now, do they go for more Kai?
Kumar!
Come on. Oh, the fellow Filipino having fun there. Akari Lumpy actually taking kill. That spin, repositioning, they got the Lord. Two-man stun. Is it enough? Lumpy! Finds another kill on the board. That's gonna be Onic now applying more pressure as 3 base turrets comes out of BTR, obliterated, and BTR still looking to defend the wave here. Coming in, Onic says it is enough. We got all the turrets, let's back away.
Yep, discipline. And patience is a virtue, they know. Bigatron can still hit like a truck from afar. The artillery way of playstyle they have is very strong when you want to defend, but you can't really defend forever. That was a dive. Now I do quite forget that this game, Kyrie plays Boxia. And we haven't really talked about his Kumar moments. Maybe in the back, he was, you know, having fun with the man like you said. But hey, it's been a clean game from Kyrie with the Boxia. Oh, Flash of the Oasis for Finn. So, obviously he wants more sustainability, but yeah, 10k gold lead in the hands of Onic. I don't know what'll shake them down.
Yeah.
The only way they can fail is possibly a blunder or maybe a massive team fight turnaround from Bigatron or Vitality.
It means we can give you GoPay earlier on. Scan the QR code a couple of seconds
Rewind,
earlier.
rewind.
Gotta hit the rewind because we have reached a 10k gold. Gap Sans with the flank. That's an aggressive flank. Niall isolated. The Harley cannot get out.
Come on,
look at Kibo and Kai! Just zoning him on out. And this will be the opening that Onic wants to get match points. Now Niall finds a recall. That's going to be San still just applying pressure on it. Can they go for more? It seems like the Lord is just calling Onic out at this point, and that will be the call. Should be, right?
Oh, look at that lightning truncheon splash
Over
dab.
there.
They're forcing it. They might look be famous fighter.
Yeah, that's going to be Finn now, the leader. The Sans finds the
Gush!
kill. Mystic Gush forward, screams the beacon defensively by Sans. Now,
Ow!
take a look at the base, ladies and
Crystal!
gentlemen. We are going to Game 4 with Onic.
Ticket to the upper bracket finals. We'll get to see here in game number 4, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, match point. But which map
Broken walls.
will we be seeing here? Dangerous Grass.
Yes. So 2-2 for BTR?
Yeah, because I got it wrong earlier and Onic won, so I needed to get it. I got it right, I mean. So yeah. Go BM, Bigatron, first pick, come on.
Nice!
Sorry.
Okay. Yes, a very good approach now.
The streamer is coming through.
Sorry, I've been conditioned.
They just ignore the Harley. I don't want to first pick it. I don't want Onic to have it. A good slug shot. Yes. And if this last pick is Apovius, yes, they're going for a Pokito or a Fredid first pick. For the side of BTR, for Onyx side, they went out. Ooh, I did Fanny and then Marcel, right?
Fanny, Freya, Marcel.
Fanny, Freya, Marcel. Yes, I think for, I think they will do still the same thing for Onic. But I really want to hope to see the Phobius ban here and just pick up the Paquito first pick.
I agree. Phobius ban here, and then the trade, maybe, yeah. There's no trade because you have to ban to Marcel.
Yes.
There's no way you give it over, even with the Phobius ban out. We saw how that turned out for Evos yesterday.
Yes.
The Alice could still come out. So yeah, I think BTR here, they just ban out the Phobius. They go for the first pick. Paquito, or, again, Onic leave the Marcel open, and they get a Marcel.
Yes, and they just swap the Marcel with the Paquito, but again, we've seen how Onic, how BTR operates against a Paquito with a Marcel and an Alice.
Yep.
So, well, come on, man, just ban out the Phobius.
Yeah, what's it gonna be?
Come on,
What's it gonna be for BTR?
Nice!
There you go.
Sorry.
come on.
I mean, nice for Onic, because they're going to win. Now they ban the Marcel.
Different perspectives.
Okay.
Excite
Paquito
they
first
pick
pick.
Paquito.
Yeah. Or Zushin.
No, no, no.
No, right.
Pick the
Take the Paquito, right?
dang Paquito.
To bring you to me.
So I have these cards from MLBB.
KO.
So, I mean, the Juicin is the better pick, right? Like,
Sun's got an MVP
Also
with
the
it,
deny pick. 100%
right?
defense
Exactly,
participation. Makes sense.
so,
Paquito Claude.
Paquito, oh. Oh. That's a
If they go Paquito Claude,
nice
but
pick right there.
if they go Paquito Claude, they can go Frederick and something though for BTR.
Oh.
Oh, they pick up the
They pick up the
Frederick.
Fredgen first. They pick up the Fredgen first.
So that's why.
Guinevere pick up right here with
Oh.
the Harith or the Claude. The Claude.
But they've been using Alice to answer the Paquito, right? So I think they need to pick up the Alice here.
That's true, but I think there are multiple answers for the Paquito, and I don't know if Onic want to bite on it. So again,
Yes.
they can't overthink with those picks. They gotta get the signature or the solid picks first. If you really want to win against a Fredgen,
Yeah. But the Gwyn makes sense for me, especially with the combo, with the solution here. I think Guinevere is a pretty good pick, especially for Nile. And has been playing exceptionally well with the utility jumpers, I must say. So let's see what they're gonna pick up. I think it's Guinevere plus Alice.
right?
Oh no!
That's not bad either.
That's not bad, yes.
The Atlas against the Fredgen and the Paquito both going to be lifted up. It's just
But just go Harriet now.
very careful not to get poked. Yeah.
Pick up Harriet here.
If they don't pick up Harriet, that'll be crazy.
I think if they don't pick Harriet here, just okay, Peter. Let's go to game 5. So you're
So don't pick Harriet, Kelra. That's good. You know, I need a soundboard here. I need to ask Brian.
or they want to pick up the Valentina first to have the fatal link. And also a good
Ooh.
matchup for the quad and
Pretty
for the Zushin,
good,
yes.
pretty good,
I think they're
that's
thinking
cool.
whether to pick up the Valentina or the
Yeah.
Harriet here.
Onic are going to ban the
Onic.
Guinevere though, right? After
Yes.
this, they're going to ban out the Guinevere, and then what do they ban out? Alice, yeah.
Alice.
Guinevere, Alice, those two bans make sense.
Yeah.
They go for the Harriet. They don't want to see game 5.
They want to see game 5, yes.
It's almost like they are. It's almost like they want to win.
They want to win, of course. Man, for Onic, they gonna ban out. Yeah, the Guinevere.
Yep, Guinevere.
The Guinevere.
And Alice.
And Alice, yes. Their answer. Because again, against the Paquito, just chain CC the Paquito,
Yep.
eat the Paquito, even in lanes, even in the river, and the Paquito will have a hard time. But again,
Yep.
the Fredden here will also become a nuisance. He will become the one who just, you know, dashing around, skill 2, especially with the support emblem, low CD, cooldown.
I'm
Yeah,
bored.
okay, we're gonna for and probably the Alice later, pick number 5. But for Bigatron, what they don't want to see. I think Valentina, yes. I think Valentina bet here makes
I
more
agree.
sense.
Don't want to give the Fatal Links over for
Yep.
sure. And then after that, I'm
Also
wondering
the-
if they want to ban Valir. It depends on what they're going for because it looks like they want to go for like with the Guinevere ban
But it-
Leopold, you know.
Yeah, if they don't ban Valir glue comes out, pops
Exactly.
out. Oh,
Then we're gonna see game
Uh-oh.
6.
it's the game 6.
But remember, Keyboard also doesn't have a pick yet.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And you need to ban out Show maybe. Also, there's a lot of
Yeah.
things to ban for
Cho
Bigatron.
Valen. But the Valir, bro. Oh god.
Valir glue.
Who said there are no shortcuts in life?
Whoa,
I literally invented
that is
one.
deep.
What?
I don't know if that's a real read or not, though. Are they
Don't you have the
overthinking?
fatal links?
Exactly. In case the chip goes in, you can always just wow.
Yes, or they overthink that Lutfi will. No, it's the Paquito there, so they
Yeah.
really know Masha.
You were thinking Masha?
Yeah, I was thinking Masha, but
Yeah, they already have Paquito.
they
Yeah.
also have Paquito here. Oh, they're digging too deep here.
Yeah. This should just be the, what did we say? Gwyn and Alice.
I think just Valir just give Kibo anything they want. Just limit the mid laners for Suns. rather than you pick ban
Which
out.
one do you ban though, Valir or Valen?
I think both. Just ban both.
But you can't. You already
Only
banned
one
Chip.
slot.
Yeah, that's why. This one, I think he's gonna go all in for T-Boy ban.
Now Akai enters the scene.
Your team is
That's
banned.
kind of crazy.
That's pretty deep too. But
Wow.
again, though, Nile has been season 12.
That's
Very good
true.
Akai player.
That's true.
And also, I think we recall the stats. We know this. Last
Yeah.
time Akai was played was Nile.
When they lost.
When they broke my record, yes, finally, no
It's
more
because
zero.
they wanted my GOAT XBTR for
to win.
Chapal
Yes.
to win.
Thank you so much, though. Thank you so much.
And my GOAT XBTR Shive. And
that
my GOAT XBTR Alt.
ended my misery.
The streak breakers.
the streak breaker.
So Onic are on a streak right now.
yes.
Okay. Chip and the
Cho, Blue.
Oh yeah, Cho if they want to go
Mention
for
Valentina.
T-Boy. Valentina Valir though. Yeah,
Nice.
I like that. I like that better. I
Okay,
like that better.
so they're gonna go Valentina and Cho then.
Yeah, there should just be the Cho first, right? Or
Doesn't matter though.
Doesn't
because,
matter,
yeah,
yeah.
doesn't matter. I think doesn't matter. I think they go Valentina and Cho. They have a pretty good front line with the Fredrin.
someone in the chat said Barat, please.
Oh man,
God.
that would be a literal crash out.
But again, against Pakito, not bad.
XB?
Sand rises when I
Oh,
give
this
the
is
word.
really-
Whoa, they're going mid
Wow.
prio. They're going mid prio.
They're
Yeah,
going
that
with
one went out
Prio.
against the Atlas.
Okay, so no
In
Cho.
mid-prio.
But the same reason, the Khalid, the Cho, same. And yeah, you know, Kiboy, when there's a Predator, he's just gonna go Thunder Build and some semi-tank damage items for Kiboy. So let's see though. So for BTR though,
Is there a possibility for you to show up for Onic?
For Onic, I mean,
Yes.
it's very difficult, but yes.
Because you're against a Claude, but technically,
you can
there's Jushin and Atlas.
yeah, you can just poke around, yeah.
Yeah, let's see. BTR, what are they going to go for?
Alice
Alice
and
and
then
Leomord.
Leomord, yep.
Makes the most sense.
Makes the more sense.
Let's see if they go for anything bombastic, though.
Like the
No, they don't.
Hey. Yes, sir.
Nice.
Nice one.
So
last pick. Valentina, no?
Yeah, there's an Alice ult, there's an Atlas
Or a
ult,
Lilia.
there's a Leomord ult. Lilia's pretty good too,
Yeah.
yes.
I think whatever Sans pick here will be nice.
Yeah. I think overall, it's a very good composition.
Yes, I think Sans needs something that have either dashes or something to immune. So Yi, Lilia, or Valhead would work here. Because he will be playing alone. The Sans doing Sans
Where
thing.
do they go, Gord? It's a Fredrin too.
It's very
But
it's a
what's
very
up?
hard game for
It
Gord.
is, but
no
it's
way.
Sans, bro.
Oh. I think it's Valhead,
Yeah, it's probably not
Lilia,
the
or
Gord.
Yi.
It's a Lilia.
Lilia.
Lilia's the safest choice. They go
Yes.
Lilia. Boom,
Signature
bang,
pick.
bada bing.
It is.
Signature pick for Sun.
His main, yeah,
His
when
main.
he first moved to mid.
Yes.
So
When
I'll
he
see you
went under
guys.
turret, so aggressive,
Yeah.
black shoes out.
See you guys
Oh,
tomorrow.
man.
See you tomorrow. Yes. I do.
Really? Is that what you think?
Yeah, because
I
we're
do
Onic
think-
drafts?
Yes.
we're gonna go 2-2 and then we're gonna go all the way to midnight.
No. I'm Onic. He's BTR coping, but I'm Onic.
Sorry. I'm Baguette Tron.
It's match
Oui,
point.
oui. Français, c'est la vie.
There's still the lower brackets.
Exactly. No, we don't need our lower brackets.
You don't need lower brackets. Well, either way,
Oh,
BTR
God.
might fall
Oh,
to the
God.
lower brackets because this is once again match point
no.
between Onic and BTR. Let's head over to game number 4.
Oh. Thank you, panelists. We've been waving our hands to say goodbye to Miracle, but we don't know just yet because that Atlas pick looks very nice, especially against the Fredrin, the Paquito. So let's see. This is it. Match point for Onic, for Bigatron. It's another battle to stop drowning in defeat. Let's start the game in Lana Dawn.
It is a round 4, ladies and gentlemen, and let's see, will this be the final round of the series? As remember, the team, and if Onic wins this game, they will meet Geek Fam in the upper bracket final. Can BTR delay that? BTR, Emon very low. The calculation is still very good from Emon. Pops the region as well. No first blood here in the first minute.
The Concussive Blast ups it out as well because it's doing extra damage from the blast. But hey, that was already a huge damage thrown out. Up top though, I think we have seen this matchup. I believe it was EVOS against Bigatron. I'm not quite sure about it, but yeah, at least the Alice kind of holds out to stay up against the Paquito, but a Paquito is still a Paquito. He does whatever he wants. There's no place. And this Lilia pickup from San, super good as well. You can hit from afar. You kind of help out that mid prio as well with the Khalid in the picture. And you have Shred. You have late game control. You have wave clear, so it's a complete package. And super safe too. You have the black shoes you can always use if the Atlas does come running at you. Plus a Purify on top of that. So yeah, Onic, at least in the mid lane, they are in a safe place. Look at Limpy though, he's hiding in the bush looking for a possible burst, but no. They're just gonna shift their eyes onto the neutral objective.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
That's Nile taken down. That's the first blood. Now Limpy not able to find more. He flickers out of danger. That's going to be Kyrie finding the turtle. Keyboy moving more, advancing more as they will look for more. Black shoe spot by Sans. That's a lot of damage coming from the side of Onic. But Finn taken down as well. Only Kai here is the casualty from Onic.
Wow, what was that damage from the Paquito? 1-2 punch. The horse is gone. And the Leomore doesn't get a say in this fight. But Limpy wants more. At least Shogun has the ode to run out Kalra. Gonna be fine. Pops him on force. 3 players collapsing on him. But yeah, Kyrie had to bite the bullet, but that's all fine. They were able to get the turtle, the objective too. But man, Onic, very calculated in that little skirmish that they had. And Finn is close by. Yet to hit level 4, so no fatal links. And I don't believe it'll be, I'd say targetable as well towards a Khalid. Contest onto the purple buff, and hey, Kyrie steals it away.
That's a good retribution. Understands that Finn has no perfect match. Relays that match message towards Sans and Kai, and that's why Kai can calmly take the purple buff away out of the hands of Niall, who is currently sitting at an 0-1 record, not an ideal start for the Leomore.
Yeah, look at Limpy though. Hunter strike, no boots, no nothing.
Yeah.
I don't need the boots. I won't kick. I'm a boxer, right? I don't kick box. I use my arms, my hands. I mean, but yeah. So far, it's looking very nice for Onic, and the fact that Limpy is rushing this as well doesn't make it any better for Bigatron. He's gonna have maximum damage, plus the CDR as well. He really wants to go for those kills, and it's quite, I'd say, I don't know how to put it, but like unsatisfying. You haven't really seen an assassin, right? Even Niall too. The closest we got was possibly the Harley. The Harley didn't really, materialize for Bigatron by Vitality. Turtle now for Onic. They have Pry on it. Bigatron unlocks the fatal links from Finn. Might look for a play, but Limpy in the back always gonna wreak havoc. Shogun!
Yeah, Finn has a flicker and the fatal link as well. Force Limpy to pop the flicker. Kyrie calmly finds the turtle. That's gonna be the all-in towards Limpy. Finally takes him down. Here comes Kelra in the back. Go Shogun trying to zone him out. Take a look at will not be able to escape to the hands of Keyboy there. Perfect match in the back as Shogun is taking a lot of damage. And Sans will secure the kill. Onic, they are at a 2K gold lead here as we enter minute 5.
1 big bonk, no, 2 big bonks from Kyrie. Gets a kill at least. And the fact that Onic has 2 magic damage dealers, super heavy burst, means that Bigatron has to itemize for that too. And the Paquito is already hard hitting, so then it puts you in a very tough spot. The honest prediction by GoPay, 75% for Onic. Yeah. Well, the Bigatroopers has been quiet for the last 2 games at least. And Niall goes for the War Axe first item. So then this begs the question, who really bursts down players from Onic, right? You want to go for the fatal links, you need that quick chain damage. We haven't really seen that come to fruition. Kyrie, the brute force breastplate, he knows there is a lot of CC, a lot of mini CCs coming in from the Atlas as well. So he needs to be able to escape that. As of now, Onic will just play it slow. And again, Kelra, letting him farm, letting him get the items he needs to then hit the power spikes and then join the team fight. But as of now, the Lilia is already dealing massive damage.
Yeah.
Too much for Bigatron to handle. And if we take a look at the itemization, we do see a radiant armor. Oh, and that's a Shogun, Limpy.
Yeah, that's gonna be a potential Limpy. But hold on! Keyboy finds a perfect cover for Limpy. And he is standing. What a combination. The chemistry is on point.
Enter Sandman, and that's gonna be Keyboy with a 4-man Raging Sandstorm. However, there wasn't really enough follow-up, and that was just a cover for Lumpy, and hey, Keyboy wants to make a highlight reel out of that. Just flickering in with the Raging Sandstorm. Total time for Onic, and they're gonna get all 3 perfect total for them. Very ironic, because game 2, I believe, they didn't get even a single one. I think it was game 3. But hey, it's all in their bag now. Kelra, look at how very, very brave he goes. Because the Mod Force too, they want to get their orange buff.
Yeah, that's going to be Niall, though, still securing the orange with the retribution. And the tempo will go down as boys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, Onic now leads 3K. And BTR here, with the firepower that they have, they're still struggling. They're banking on Amon to get the power spike early, the Holy Trinity, and then perhaps they will be more aggressive, will look for openings, but until then, it is still Onic that controls the map.
And not only that, the Paquito as well, you know, in the fray. That side lane is gonna constantly push towards Bigatron by Vitality. If you talk about catch, there isn't really much that can really handle that. Kelra, 1v2.
Whoa. 50% HP, Keyboy now helping with the damage. That's Niall! Backward! Keyboy! And Kelra was able to find the kill on towards Niall. Their ex-jungler, by the way. Now, minute 8, 24. K is their goal now as Onic again just finding the angles now in a 3v1, potentially 3v3 as Kelra and Kyrie look to provide and support Lutfi. Amon in the no man's land. That blazing duet here, looking for an escape as Lutfi falls in the bottom side of the map. And Kai closes the gap and finds the trade. Kai picks up in Moreno!
Oh, they turn!
Might be the turnaround that the red robots need, because one by one, Onic members are falling down.
Oh, Onic, they bit more than they can chew, and Bigatron by Vitality find the perfect turnaround. This opens up an opportunity for them to get the Lord. This is where it gets very tricky. San is just standing there menacingly.
Well,
what is he doing?
that's the Black Shoes committed. Shogun is on Sans' feet. That's just Bigatron focusing on the Lord. Lumpy and Keyboy trying to delay. Let's see, can they do it? Diddling pops. Niall secures the Lord. That's going to be Keyboy taken down. Lumpy finds one as well. Here comes Onic though. They do not want to give this Lord for free. Keyboy cannot escape as Amon secures the kill. Now they want to close the gap as Shogun isolated and will be taken down. 3 members for the Lord as BTR, they gotta calm down.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very, very great effort for them to get the Lord, but man, Onic just barged in, got 3 kills, but hey, MPL expert streamer, that's Abang Lord with an Onic jersey too.
With an Onic jersey as well, and a Thodak throne, of course.
Yeah, well, he is part of Todak.
Exactly,
you know.
exactly, right?
He gets all the privileges.
He's just so cultured by Thodak.
He is cultured, man. He has the chair, the Todak throne, he has the Todak grip, everything else. Oh, so is that a prediction? Onic 3 Bigatron something?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, he's a cultured guy.
Ah,
So, you know,
I see where you're coming
am not
from.
surprised, right? So back to the game here, folks. 2,500. Now, BTR, can they equalize and turn the game around? Yes, right? They have an Alice. They have a Claude as well that is on his way to his 4th item. So the power spike for this Claude is already hit. Onic, they cannot get overzealous in this state.
The question is, can they go for an engagement from Bigatron? Because so far, I believe that Keyboy has been doing a fantastic job of keeping the Atlas at bay, keeping Niall at bay, even Shogun. I mean, Shogun can still pop out of nowhere and then pop the Throne of Ruin. Meanwhile, Niall will be chased down. That's a retreat from Kyrie too. And the taunt doesn't quite connect.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, back to the point again. If Finn wants to jump in and possibly force his hand, get Kyrie, there isn't quick damage burst that Bigatron by Vitality has to benefit from that Fatal Links. Item built by Dunia Games. See Hallberg as well for Paquito. But for a moment, I did notice that Moreno switched his boots into the rapid boots, so he wants possibly faster movements, rotations, and all that. A Sky Piercer too to his name. That's gonna help him bypass, the HP threshold that the Fredrin has, the lead has as well. So far, Onic are gonna take it slow. Discipline is their middle name.
Yeah.
Chastise Pauldron alongside the Oracle.
Wow.
So again, just gonna have an extra shield, regen, as well as when you're super low.
Yep.
Slows down Eman as well when he wants to hit you.
You can see the real-time gold graph as well, ladies and gentlemen. It is heavily leaning towards our red side. And meaning, the gold translates to control, real translate to map control as well. And so far, it has been true. It has been red, this Lenodon here. But BTR, it does not mean that they cannot recover. They cannot bounce back. Now, the item that they're building up, it's definitely they have enough firepower.
Yeah, they still can recover, honestly. They have at least the Claude to bank on, and Eman does well when he's under pressure.
Paquito's not inside.
Paquito just looking for something.
Pionero cannot watch.
Yeah, Pionero is just gonna have his head down, hoping for a miracle. Possibly concealed by Kelra.
Lupi shows that's why they pulled the trigger now.
Kelra!
Kelra! That's gonna be the first member deleted. That's gonna be also Moreno off the map. Here's Skiboy. Stunning two. Flickers out. BTR disengaging now. What's gonna be the call here? Bottom side is still pushing for Onic. And now it seems like it's a slow down tempo. Onic, they do not want to commit the Lord as they are waiting for Kelra to be back.
Now, Moreno has Dice Queen's one. Nile comes in.
With the engage and the steed, Sans now in trouble. Black shoes popped. That's gonna be Eman now flickering out. Great cover here in the back. That's a ton! Kai! Ree! Shuts him on down, and down goes the formation as Sans collects another kill. As Onic again now on Prio to go for the Lord.
Massive Appraiser's Wrath from Kyrie. I think he 100-0'd Eman in that instance, and Eman just lost his HP. It evaporated. And so far, everything's looking very dandy for Onic. Bigatron, they have another Lord to hold. Sans pops the black shoes.
Oh, Sans.
He's gonna be fine. He knows the limits of this Lilia. It's his main. The panel mentioned it. It was the first hero he played.
Still
when he
deathless.
transitioned back to from the jungle to the mid lane. And yeah, still deathless so far. Looking very good is Onic. And we haven't really seen the Paquito be present in the team fight. He was quite busy doing things in the side lane.
Yeah.
And so far, it's paying dividends for Onic.
Let's see, folks. Remember, Geek Fam is awaiting and watching this series, seeing and awaiting who will deserve to be in the upper bracket finals alongside them. Nile taken very low. That's going to be Nile still able to get out. That's going to be the base hurt in the bottom side of the map, deleted. First one to fall here. Now, what will Bigatron do? They're defending the mid lane. Onic is pressuring the mid lane. Still able to defend it. That's a taunt onto her Shogun. That's a lot of damage that Shogun is taking. Still able to flicker out. Sans spots a black shoe. Soft lane now in trouble. Still able to stand though, as BTR will only lose a turret in the bottom.
Oh, they're looking for a counter engage. The conceal Fins chasing Kelra.
Still has the Purify. Keep in mind, that's a Fatal Links committed. Two-man taunt by Kai. Here comes Onic. The damage here comes Keyboy from the back. And look P as well! Keyboy looks for an engage. That's going to damage here coming in. That's the winner count pop. Shogun getting very low! Bigatron still stands. Moreno finds the finds the double, and here they come. Kelra waiting for the right timing. Finds the triple. Does not connect the Maniac, but both teams just throwing haymakers here in the 16th minute of the game.
Sans, he's being chased down. The Sky Piercer will pop. No, black shoes.
That's gonna be the Sun at B1. No Purify, that's the Fatal Links connecting. Suns delivering enough damage, but he will not take Moreno down.
Bigatron by Vitality with a massive turnaround. They hold, they grip their lives with all hands they have, and they drag themselves to the finish line. Not quite the finish line just yet, but they're getting closer.
That's great.
Take a look at the replay here presented by the official gaming phone and the GT50 Pro. So that massive set with the Alice ult, and then the damage that we didn't expect to come through was from Eman with the Blazing Duet. And Moreno, the fact he has the Sky Piercer, again, he can bypass that HP bar that Kyrie had. Kelra, for a moment, had a massive opportunity to turn things around. He got the triple kill, not quite the Maniac, because Moreno was there with the Sky Piercer. Now comes Sun with that gloom that he has, closely getting something. Lord so low.
Now secures it. That's gonna be Keyboy now finding stunning till 3. That's gonna be now repositioning. Keyboy heals himself back up. Looking for an angle to flank. Here comes Luffy! Fighting 3 members there. That's gonna be the Blazing Duet pop by Eman. BMI to the back. Take a look at the back. Finn not able to find the connection as Kelra finds blood and take Moreno down.
Finn is gonna buy some time, at least for the Lord to spawn. Look at 2 players in that bush. They're waiting for something, but Finn, with the perfect match, will be able to run out. And I think they want to clear the Lord there and then. And then with that, they can shove the waves into the base and possibly look for something. Finn is so low. The bonk and the taunt. Perfect match will save him. He's buying so much time. Finn is insane. The great escape by the ocean creature. And Onic, they are not able to get the kill.
And this is why the Atlas is so prior right now, right? It's so popular because you can escape with the perfect match. You can just be so mobile. You can buy time like what Finn did earlier. And ladies and gentlemen, we are entering the Lord Evolved zone as of yet. That's going to be Onic and Bigatron still going at it here. Game 4. Onic still match point now, item-wise. Both gold laners already at their peak. Just looking to switch couple of items. That's the Oracle for Kelra. So he has 6 items in total.
He's gonna go for the Oracle, plus look at Keyboy. Winter Crown. He's gonna buy some
Winter
time.
Crown.
Beijing Sandstorm to the back, and then Winter Crown yourself to buy some time. Possibly look for the swap to the Immortality. And then things does look good. But I did want to mention that Suns picked up the Ice Queen's wand so that the glooms, every time it pops, it bursts, it slows down the players of Bigatron by Vitality. Even a last buy there from Suns, rather from Moreno, with the brute force breastplate. Gonna have more survivability, at least from the CC. Lightning Truncheon completed for Sun, so that's gonna be complete items now for him. Still 50 seconds for the Lord, and Bigatron are trying to manage the side lanes. And again, this Atlas, like you said, super prio. The perfect match just buys Moreno, man. This guy is playing the playoffs out of his mind. Such good showing so far from the Maestro. Malefic Roar completed, and then Kyrie goes for the Garden Helmet, I believe. So then he has extra regen, you don't need to base anymore, right? And there will be a lot of, I'd say, damage coming from Bigatron at this point. As Eman is also gonna hit like a truck. This squad will still be one of the shining rays of hope for Bigatron by Vitality if the team fight does go extra distance. Lord has spawned. It's an evolved Lord, Gani. This could be make or break for both teams.
Yeah, definitely. Luckily for BTR, the Lord spawned in the bottom quarter, right? They lost their bottom turret. So as of now, with the Lord in the bottom quarter, they are at equal advantage here, I gotta say.
Close proximity as well to clear the waves that's gonna push, right? Because that bottom side is gonna perma-push for Onic. At least the proximity is super close for them to handle that wave. But up top, a slow wave has been building up for Onic. And Keyboy still yet to show himself. He's gonna play from the darkness. And he clears that mid wave as well. So it pushes towards Bigatron.
Okay.
So Onic, now they have the prio.
As Zushin shows, they gotta pull the trigger here.
Yeah.
It seems like they're taking their time, or they're unsure, right? What they're saying is we need more info.
Yeah. We do need that reconnaissance to happen. especially when, you know, Onic and their Lord Dance is a bit crazy. They pull a trigger. It's gonna be the Phantom Steed.
That's a speed pop. That's a little bit prematurely, I gotta say. And Onic, they're keeping tabs here.
Gonna rush it.
Here, look at Keyboy clearing the mid as well. Right there, now Limpy spotted there by Moreno. Onic again just looking to buy time. They understand that they gotta force the clear here in the mid lane. Take a look at the trigger pulled by Shogun. Lord of Ruin doesn't land. That's gonna be Onic now.
Lord.
Re-engaging. And that's gonna be
The
Shogun
Lord.
going down first. Lord goes to Nile, but look at the collapse. Onic, they have healthy members. Finn flickers out of danger. Kara
Keyboy!
finds one as Keyboy with the heptases is able to take one down.
The flicker kill really adds the insult to injury, and now they look for the end. The Lord hasn't spawned just yet, but there you go. They might want to hold it there, or they might want to cycle it because there's going to be a wave down bottom.
Yeah, they're looking to end here. The upper bracket finals is within their sights, ladies and gentlemen. Geek Fam is waiting and watching on Onic as Kelra wants blood. And
Crystal!
Moreno is down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the team that will enter the upper bracket finals. Congratulations, Onic, as they will face Geek Fam later on. Bigatron, unfortunately, will have to fight in the lower